Hi everyone, my name is Star, and welcome to my top 10 tips and tricks in Palia for new players. These are things I wish I'd known earlier, so hopefully you find this helpful. Let's start off with character creation. Your body type, skin tone, face shape, eye color, and name can't be changed, so choose wisely. Currently, you can only have one character per account, so take your time with this. You also have two names. The full name at the top is what people see your name as in the world, and it's the name people will use to add you as a friend. The nickname at the bottom is what NPCs will call you. Tip number 2 is really handy if you get motion sickness like I do. Turn on this setting under gameplay settings, persistent center reticle. Tick this box. It'll give you this crosshair, which has really helped reduce my motion sickness. For easy movement in the world, use / to auto run and use your mouse to control the direction. You can toggle between walking and running by using the shift key, and if at any point you want to stop running, just press W. Shortcut T lets you emote in the world, and you can change around each of these emotes to set it up exactly how you like. If you want to put away your tool that's equipped really quickly, just press X. You can take some really lovely in-game pictures using the in-game camera. To open up your camera, press K. You can pan around, you can zoom in and out as you need. You can even flip the camera into selfie mode. All the pictures that you take are actually saved on your computer. It'll be in the same folder as your game folder. If you want to quickly check your inventory, press I. This is really good for managing your inventory when it's full or overflowing, and you can also keep an eye on your skill levels, your tools, your accessories, and your focus. It's really got everything in here. Here's a quick note about storage, especially if you're a hoarder like I am. All your storage chests are connected, so you can have a max of 8 chests per house plot, and your individual chests can be upgraded using a recipe from Tish. Each of the starter chests can hold 400 units, so your initial capacity will be 3,200 if you have all 8 chests. I learned this handy hint from another player. If you go to H, you click this section here, you'll see you have a new slot. It's another extra housing plot that you have, and apparently you can put another 8 chests down here to double your storage. Palia is definitely a hoarder's paradise. One final note about storage: when you go to craft items or cook items, it will automatically pull from your storage inventory, so you don't have to actually have the items on you, which is wonderful. Another handy tip: if you hover over each of the skills here, it'll tell you which NPC is in charge of each skill, so that's helpful for knowing who you need to talk to for new blueprints and new items related to that particular skill. You also want to check your mail regularly, as you get rewards and updates from each of these skill NPCs every time you level up their relevant skill, and leveling up will unlock more blueprints and items in each of their shops. This is your focus bar. It's used to level up faster. You get more XP for whatever skill you're doing as long as your focus bar is as full as possible. You start off with a base focus percentage of 20%. You can increase that percentage by spending renown points at the Phoenix Shrine. The Phoenix Shrine is over here in the area where you first spawned in. When you first start out, your max focus is actually 200. You can increase that max by spending renown points again, but this time it's at the Dragon's Shrine in Magi's Hollow. The best way to keep your focus bar filled is by eating cooked food. When you're first starting out, the easiest food that you have access to that you can cook is probably grilled fish and grilled mushrooms that you can cook at a campfire. The more you cook, the more recipes you will unlock. Some recipes give you a much higher focus boost. One of the fastest and easiest ways to travel around the map is by using the stable network. The first one that you probably encounter is the central stables in Kilima. Head over there. You'll see that there's this stable notice board. When you interact, you can use it to go home, go to Bahari stables, or go to other stable notice boards all over the map in Kilima for a small fee. And these are the points that it will fast travel you to, the horseshoe icons. This makes traversing the entire map in the Kilima region a lot easier. It'll also help you get to Bahari Bay a lot faster than having to run across the map. Every 30 minutes, you can use this button to fast travel back to your housing plot. But if you're stuck with a cooldown and you find yourself close to a stable, you can usually use that to just fast travel home. The fastest way to make money early on by far is by doing fishing all over Kilima with the basic rod and 0 bait. Once you've upgraded to the standard rod, you can catch barracuda in Bahari Bay, which is a really good money maker and doesn't need any bait either. You can find barracuda off the beach. I use Coral Shores a lot, and you catch them in the evening and at nighttime. Another way to make money pretty early on is once again in Bahari Bay at the Coral Shores. Head to this area here and scour the beach and puddles of water looking for unopened oysters. Collect as many as you can and go through your inventory and start opening them up. They have a chance to drop 2 rare items. One of them is a standard white colored pearl and the other one is an even rarer green pearl, and they both sell for a lot of money. Save a few of each. You may need them further down the line. The rest you can sell, and that is another great way to make money in the game. So my advice is to head over to Bahari Bay as soon as you can, because that's where all the money is. What I usually do is I spend the nights and evenings fishing barracuda and the daytime getting oysters galore. And of course, while you're actively fishing and foraging for oysters, don't forget to go back to your housing plot and plant down crops, as many as you can afford, especially tomato crops, because when you're first starting out, each tomato seed can give you 4 individual harvests, and that is worth a lot of money. If you're using standard tools or higher, don't forget to repair them regularly or they'll break and revert back to their basic form. The first time you craft a standard tool, you'll unlock the recipe for the repair kit. Keep these repair kits on you. You can repair your tools at repair stations that are located all over the map. Look for these anvil icons for the repair stations, or buy a blueprint for a repair station from Hot Dari that you can build and keep at your housing plot. Friendship with NPCs is a lot more important than you think. Early on, you'll have a quest that needs you to have at least 1 NPC to level 4, so start early. Talk to NPCs every in-game day, check their requested gifts. You can also give them gifts each day in real time. It's best to check the guide to know which NPCs will accept which gifts. As a tip, Tish loves sundrop lilies. Don't forget to talk to Tao, Cassian's dog. Tao is not listed in this menu, but if you talk to him every day, it'll increase your friendship with him and eventually he'll start bringing you special gifts. Palia is better with friends. When playing with others, some skills are boosted, like when fishing. If you fish next to other players, you get a fishing boost to reel in the fish faster. You can also cook together, and when you cook in a group, everybody that contributes to the cooking gets the item as a reward. Additionally, when mining, hunting, or chopping trees, if each of your party members or other players get at least 1 hit in, everybody gets the loot that the node, tree, or animal drops. So why don't you do a resource harvesting conga line? I hope you found this video helpful. Do you have any tips and tricks to share? Leave a comment below, and thank you for watching.